Michigan, Arizona, Nevada, and Alaska, which would result in us carrying at least 315.
I think the internet around the world went out.
That,
People trying to watch Trump. We're back,
but
guys.
it's
We're
much
back.
easier doing
I
what
think we're
the
back.
networks did or whoever called it,
My
because there was
internet
no
went
other
down.
path. There was no other path to victory.
So hold on.
We also
I
have
hear Trump, but I don't see
won
Trump.
the popular vote. That was
Oh.
great. Very proud of that.
Here we go.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Winning the popular vote was very nice. Very nice, I will tell you. It's a great feeling of love. We have a great feeling of love in this very large room with unbelievable people standing by my side. These people have been incredible. They've made the journey with me, and we're going to make you very happy. We're going to make you very proud of your vote. I hope that you're going to be looking back someday and say that was one of the truly important moments of my life when I voted for this group of people beyond the president, this group of great people. America has given us an unprecedented and powerful mandate. We have taken back control of the Senate. Wow, that's good. And the Senate races in Montana, Nevada, Texas, Ohio, Michigan, Wisconsin, the great Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, were all won by the MAGA movement. They helped so much. And in those cases, every one of them, we worked with the senators. They were tough races. And I mean, the number of victories in the Senate was absolutely incredible. And we did tele-rallies. We did tele-rallies with each one of them. And sometimes we did 2 or 3 and it was amazing to look at all of those victories. Nobody expected that. Nobody. So I just.
Gladiator, do you have a name?
My name is Lucius Ferrus Aurelius, and I will have my vengeance in this life or the next.
Also thank my beautiful wife, Melania, First Lady. Who has the #1 best-selling book in the country. Can you believe that? Oh, no, she's done a great job. Works very hard to help people. So I just want to thank her. But I want to thank my whole family, my amazing children, and they are amazing children. Now, we all think our children are amazing. Everybody here thinks their children are amazing, but that's a good thing when you think they are. But Don, Eric, Ivanka, Tiffany, Barron, Laura, Jared, Kimberly, Michael, thank you all. What a help. What a great help. My father-in-law, Victor, is tremendous, and we miss very much Melania's mother, Amalia. We miss Amalia, don't we, huh? She would be very happy right now, standing on this stage. She'd be so proud. She was a great woman, that one. Beautiful inside and out. She was a great woman. I want to be the first to congratulate our great, now I can say, Vice President-elect of the United States, J.D. Vance. And his absolutely remarkable and beautiful wife, Usha Vance. And he is a feisty guy, isn't he? You know, I've said, go into the enemy camp, and you know the enemy camp is certain networks. And a lot of people don't like to, sir, do I have to do that? He just goes, okay. Which one? CNN, MSDNC? He'll say, all right, thank you very much. He actually looks fine. He's still like the only guy I've ever seen. He really looks forward to it, and then he just goes and absolutely obliterates them. Say a couple of words.
Wow. Well, Mr. President, I appreciate you allowing me to join you on this incredible journey. I thank you for the trust that you placed in me. And I think that we just witnessed the greatest political comeback in the history of the United States of America. And under President Trump's leadership, we're never going to stop fighting for you, for your dreams, for the future of your children. And after the greatest political comeback in American history, we're going to lead the greatest economic comeback in American history under Donald Trump's leadership.
Thank you very much. He's turned out to be a good choice. I took a little heat at the beginning, but he was, I knew the brain was a good one, about as good as it gets. And we love the family, and we're going to have a great 4 years, and we're going to turn our country around, make it something very special. It lost that little thing called special. We have to make it so. We're going to make this so great. It's the greatest country and potentially the greatest country in the world by far. And right now we're going to just work very hard to get all of that back. We're going to make it the best it's ever been. We can do that. If we had to wait longer, I don't know. It was going bad, and it was going bad fast. We're going to have to seal up those borders, and we're going to have to let people come into our country. We want people to come back in, but we have to let them come back in, but they have to come in legally. They have to come in legally. Let me also express my tremendous appreciation for Susie and Chris, the job you did. Susie, come here. Come here, Susie. Chris, come here, Chris. Susie likes to stay sort of in the back, let me tell you. The Ice Maiden, we call her the Ice Maiden. Come here, Chris. Come here, Chris. Susie likes to stay in the background. She's not in the background. Come here, say something.
This wasn't expected, but I just want to thank, obviously, President Trump for this journey. It was a great one, and he's a hell of a candidate, and he's going to be a hell of a great 47th president. And this team that we had, the best team, and, of course, even my boss, Susie Wiles, the best. Thank you.
Thank you, and thank you, Susie. Look at her, she's shot. I've never seen her be shot before. Susie.
SS
They're
1939.
great. Everybody
SS.
up here is great. Everybody up
Even
here
you
is
did
very special.
vote 4
But
times.
the
Lost.
Trump. Yeah,
I'm
who
not
did
sure what you
that?
mean.
Oh, let me tell you, we have a new star. A star is born, Elon.
Oh.
Now he is. Now he's an amazing guy. We were sitting together tonight. You know, he spent 2 weeks in Philadelphia and different parts of Pennsylvania campaigning. You know, he sent the rocket up 2 weeks ago, and I saw that rocket, and I saw it coming down. I saw it. It was, when it left, it was beautiful, shiny white. When it came down, it didn't look so pretty. It was going 10,000 miles an hour, and it was burning like hell. I said, what happened to your paint job? He said, we've never made a paint that could withstand that kind of heat. And, but I saw it come down and turn around. And it was, you know, it's like 22 stories tall, by the way. It looks a little smaller than that, but it's big. and it came down, and you saw that fire burning, and I'm saying, only Elon can do this. It must be an Elon. And I tell the story. I told it last night. I had a man on the phone. I had the screen muted, no sound. I was talking to a very important man, happens to be here. And that very important guy, one of the most important people in, I would say, the country, actually. But, you know, I was president, and now it looks like I was going to be maybe president again, so I figured I could ask him to hold. So I asked him to hold. And especially because you're going to be president again, they hold. So I took the phone down, and I'm looking at the screen. I'm seeing this crazy thing that's going around and coming down. It looks like it's going to crash into the gantry. And I said, oh, no. And I said, do me a favor, do you mind holding for a couple of minutes? I want to see this. I thought it was a space-age movie or something. I put the phone down. Bad part, I didn't pick it up for 45 minutes, and he was holding.
Asian tourists technically can vote many times. You don't know. Yes, I know that some states are allowing like no IDs. You can just vote without an ID, which is absolutely ridiculous. And Kamala still lost, so it doesn't really matter anymore at this point. But it also matters. But anyway, but you said you voted post. You post voted 4 times. 4 times? Okay, that's illegal. Isn't that illegal? You can only vote once.
I said, who else can do that? Can Russia do it? No.
I don't know if your 3 other votes were counted.
Can the United States do it other than you? No. Nobody can do that. I said, that's why I love you, Elon. That's great.
But without an ID,
you know, when we had the
I guess you could just
hurricane,
pretend to be anyone and put a vote in there, which is ridiculous.
Particularly hit North Carolina. They were really devastated. The water. This was a big water, as big as we've ever seen, water hurricane. It built lakes out of nothing. Fields became lakes, and the danger was unbelievable. And the people from North Carolina came to me and they said, would it be possible, at all possible, for you to speak to Elon Musk? We need Starlink. I said, what's Starlink? It's a form of communication. So I called Elon, and I'll tell you what, he had, and it was very dangerous. People would die. They had no communication. All the wires were down. I called Elon Musk. I said, Elon, you have something called Starlink. Is that right? Yes, I do. What the hell is it? He said, it's a communication system that's very good. I said, Elon, they need it really, really badly in North Carolina. Can you get it? He had that there so fast. It was incredible. So, and it was great. It saved a lot of lives. He saved a lot of lives. But he's a character. He's a special guy. He's a super genius. We have to protect our geniuses. We don't have that many of them. We have to protect our super geniuses. I want to thank some of the guys. You know, we have up here today the U.S. Open champion. He's a fantastic golfer. He's slightly longer than me. Hits the ball a little bit longer than me. Just a little bit. Bryson DeChambeau is up here someplace. What happened to Bryson? Where is he? Bryson. Oh, he was shot. He's hitting balls. Oh, he's on the way. He's hitting balls. Bryson. Oh, look at him. He's got a great career going. Great U.S. Open, Bryson. That's a fantastic job. And we also have a man, Dana White, who has done some job. He's a tough guy. So Dana started UFC and came to me, do you mind if I use your... Nobody wanted to give him Marines because they said it's a rough
fair.
sport.
CIA and China can vote in our
And
presidential
I helped him
election.
out a little bit, and I went, and they said, this is the roughest sport I've ever seen,
CIA
but I began to
members
like
would
it,
make
and
sense,
he loved
but
it, and nobody's done a better job in
members?
sports. And you know, he's a very
Well, maybe they
motivational
voted
kind of
Trump
a
in.
guy. He gets these fighters, and they really go at it, and it's become one of the most successful sports enterprises anywhere at any time. It's doing so well. I'd like to ask Dana just to say a couple of words because people love to hear from him. Dana, please.
Nobody deserves this more than him, and nobody deserves this more than his family does. This is what happens when the machine comes after you. What you've seen over the last several years, this is what it looks like. Couldn't stop him. He keeps going forward. He doesn't quit. He's the most resilient, hard-working man I've ever met in my life. His family are incredible people. This is karma, ladies and gentlemen. He deserves this. They deserve it as a family. I want to thank some people real quick. I want to thank the Nelk boys, Aiden Ross, Theo Vaughn, Bussin' with the Boys, and last but not least, the mighty and powerful Joe Rogan. And thank you, America. Thank you. Have a good night.
That is a piece of work. Now he's really an amazing guy. But most of all, I want to thank the millions of hardworking Americans across the nation who have always been the heart and soul of this really great movement. We've been through so much together, and today you showed up in record numbers to deliver a victory like no other. This was something special, and we're gonna pay you back. We're gonna do the best job. We're gonna turn it around. It's got to be turned around. It's got to be turned around fast, and we're gonna turn it around. We're gonna do it in every way, with so many ways, but we're gonna do it in every way. This will forever be remembered as the day the American people regained control of their country. So I just want to say that on behalf of this great group of people, these are hard-working people. These are fantastic people, and we can add a few names like Robert F. Kennedy Jr. He came in. And he's going to help make America healthy again.
Hopefully it's not all a bunch of BS, because politicians promise things.
And now he's a great guy, and he really means it. He wants to do some things, and we're gonna let him go to it.
Old Dirty Diggy, how's it going?
Bobby, leave the oil to me. We have more liquid gold, oil and gas. We have more liquid gold than any country in the world, more than Saudi Arabia. We have more than Russia. Bobby, stay away from the liquid gold. Other than that, go have a good time, Bobby. We're going to be paying down debt. We're going to be reducing taxes. We can do things that nobody else can do. Nobody else is going to be able to do it. China doesn't have what we have. Nobody has what we have. But we have the greatest people also. Maybe that's the most important thing. This campaign has been so historic in so many ways. We've built the biggest, the broadest, the most unified coalition. They've never seen anything like it in all of American history. They've never seen it. Young and old, men and women, rural and urban. And we had them all helping us tonight. When you think, I mean, I was looking at it, I was watching it. They had some great analysis of the people that voted for us. Nobody's ever seen anything like that. They came from all corners, union, non-union, African American, Hispanic American, Asian American, Arab American, Muslim American. We had everybody, and it was beautiful. It was a historic realignment, uniting citizens of all backgrounds around a common core of common sense. You know, we're the party of common sense. We want to have borders. We want to have security. We want to have things be good, safe. We want great education. We want a strong and powerful military, and ideally we don't have to use it. You know, we had no wars. 4 years we had no wars, except we defeated ISIS. We defeated ISIS in record time, but we had no wars. They said, he will start a war. I'm not going to start a war. I'm going to stop wars. But this is also a massive victory for democracy and for freedom. Together we're going to unlock America's glorious destiny. We're going to achieve the most incredible future for our people. Yesterday, as I stood at my last stop on the campaign trail, I'll never be doing a rally again. Can you believe it? I think we've done 900 rallies approximately from them. Can you imagine? 901 something, a lot of rallies. And it was sad. Everybody
Is
was
that too
sad.
forward?
I said, this is our last rally.
No, it's expected,
But now
to be
we're going
honest.
on to something that's far more important because the rallies were used
But I
for
don't have
us
one
to
of those.
be put in
Too
this
bad, I'd be
position
making
where
some
we
money.
can really help our country. That's
So
what
I
we're
think,
going to
but-
do. We're going to make our country better than it
Yeah,
ever
can't
has
go
been.
there.
And I said that many people have told me that God spared my life for a reason. And that reason was to save our country and to restore America to greatness. And now we are going to
Canada and
fulfill
the
that
rest of
mission
the
together.
world.
We're going to fulfill that mission. The task before us will not be easy, but I will bring every ounce of energy, spirit, and fight that I have in my soul to the job that you've entrusted to me. This is a great job. There's no job like this. This is the most important job in the world. Just as I did in my first term, we had a great first term, a great first term. I will govern by a simple motto: promises made, promises kept. We're going to keep our promises.
Trump already, someone
Nothing will stop me
on
from
X.
keeping my word to you, the people. We will
Someone on X
make
says,
America safe, strong, prosperous,
Trump
powerful,
already
and
won
free
the election
again.
and is
And I'm
midway
asking
through
every
his victory
citizen all
speech.
across
Meanwhile,
our
people
land
who
to
watch
join me in
CNN
this
are still
noble
waiting
and
to find out
righteous
who won.
endeavor. That's what it is.
Is that true?
It's time to put the divisions of the past
Let's check
4
out
years
CNN.
behind us. It's time to unite. And we're going to try. We're going to try. We have.
They're not even live. I guess they'd be on television, like maybe cable or whatever, and not. Maybe they don't care so much about being live on YouTube.
Great again for all
I don't have
Americans.
TV, I
So
don't have
I
cable.
want to just tell you what a great honor this is. I want to thank you. I will not let you down. America's future will be bigger, better, bolder, richer, safer, and stronger than it has ever been before. God bless you and God bless America. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much.
All right. Well, that's that. Excuse me, I should go to sleep.
Bryson. Oh, look at him.
And he said,
Well,
you know,
they
the
raised
Democrats are going to steal
$56,000?
the election. Donald
They
Trump
wanted
said it was rigged.
$100,000? Get the fuck
Alex
outta
Jones
here.
said we're all going to be in FEMA camps. Ted Cruz said we're all going to be in Hobbit homes. None of those things ever happened, but the right-wing voters never catch on. Okay.
Still talking
and
trash
of
about
course,
us.
they said, oh, Kamala would do the same thing. The Democrats would do the same thing as Donald Trump. They're not going to do the same thing. Kamala Harris is the vice president of the United States. She could refuse to certify the election.
Nope.
Is she going to do
nope.
that? There's a 0% chance she's
Nope.
going to do
No. She, when they got in office, they eliminated the vice president's ability to refuse to certify because what happened with Mike Pence. They took that rule away from Mike Pence, and they're gonna have to use it. Or Kamala's gonna have to certify Donald Trump.
Good members, you wrote in all these great things. We'll do it quick, guys. I want to give you guys a shout out because you're amazing. Thank you for trying to get us to the $100,000 goal
Twins
today.
posted
Thank you for
on
joining
X.
us.
Kamala
for membership,
just called
20%
Trump
off.
and conceded.
I'm sure
On
Tim
TYT.com.
Pool-
Maze
Thank you for all
posted.
the
Which
things.
accent did you use?
ShopTYT.com has a bunch of wonderful shirts.
yeah.
Your fire.
MSNBC, are you guys freaking out yet?
More than Detroit.
Are they
As
still-
a benchmark, though, overall,
they're still
this was
figuring out how they can
county
win.
Biden won by 38 points, a 330,000 vote margin here in 2020. Currently, with what's in Wayne County, again, this will vary by the cities that report, but the Democratic number needs to get up, to that Biden level and above, because of what I'm about to show you. What I wanted to show you in Michigan
He
was
looks like-
we said at the start of the night one of the key tests for how the state was going to go would be a
Follow him again on Twitter. Well, yeah.
Deportation plan. What we didn't talk about is that Tom Holman told me that that would essentially involve.
Wait, is he coming out?
Oh my God! Why are these guys so late? They're watching the wrong thing. They're watching the wrong stream.
Well, here we go.
He's not happy.
Melania refusing to want to hold
Don't be
hands
so
as always.
sad. He's so upset about it.
So this is it confirmed, Nye, because he's gonna come out, say he got it.
Let's see what he thinks about
Blah, blah,
this
blah, blah, blah.
Donald Trump speech.
Wow, the son's tall, isn't he?
Yeah, he could be a basketball player, I think is what Trump says.
He's tall, isn't he?
Or somebody.
All right, let's go, y'all. Let's go, y'all.
Hi,
This will
Go
be really
Mark! You knew he
interesting.
would win again. I thought so too.
Oh,
Hi,
there's more
Tiru.
song
How
to
are
come,
you?
okay.
Oh my gosh. Hi, guys. Good night, goodest
Through the
boy.
years of
Good
Tennessee.
night. It was so nice to see you again. Go to bed.
Yeah, I guess
know,
the only
Go Mark, I
next
should go to
thing
bed.
is just make sure to
Is he
always
not
vote
gonna watch-
in your local
Is he not gonna watch the
elections. All right, can we hurry up with the fucking song?
Don't be so angry. Why so angry?
I understand not all
Trump
votes are counted, but I mean,
Not taking
he doesn't need
away rights.
many more to win, and he's practically there. He's got 267. He's estimated to win many of the other ones.
But I
So
Adam is in the
Google
minority
updated
that believes the evil things that
267.
the media
Yeah, I
says.
mean, look,
Let's see. I could be wrong.
he only has to win one more, and he wins. So he's won. Oh my God, we get it. Fucking speak or something.
He's so angry. I mean, actually, he's in freaking England, so he
there's so
stayed up
many
all
of
night
them.
for this. It's like 8 in
Alright,
the morning
let's-
for him, or more, 9. No, I think it's like 8. Actually, depends on if they if their daylight savings.
This is gonna be
end.
so interesting to see, because I'm interested to see if he says that Kamala called him as well.
I don't think he did mention that. I don't even think he says anything about her. Did he even mention her at all?
Well, I want to thank you all very much. This is great. These are our friends. We have thousands of friends on this incredible movement. This was a movement like nobody's ever seen before. And frankly, this was, I believe, the greatest political movement of all time. There's never been anything like this in this country, and maybe beyond. And now it's going to reach a new level of importance because we're going to help our country heal. We're going to help our country heal. We have a country that needs help, and it needs help very badly. We're going to fix our borders. We're going to fix everything about our country. And
Why are you shaking your
we
head,
made
Adam?
history
There's
for a
nothing wrong
reason
with having
tonight, and the
a
reason
strong
is
border.
going to be
And
just
when
that.
they say border, they don't just mean the Mexican
We overcame
border. They mean,
obstacles that
illegal
nobody thought
immigrants coming in from
possible, and
everywhere.
It is now clear that we've achieved the most incredible political thing. Look what happened. Is this crazy? But it's a political victory that our country has never seen before, nothing like this. I want to thank the American people for the extraordinary honor of being elected your 47th president and your 45th president.
Okay, so he's just called up.
And every citizen, I will fight for you, for your family, and your future. Every single day, I will be fighting for you, and with every breath in my body, I will not rest until we have delivered the strong, safe, and prosperous America that our children deserve and that you deserve. This will truly be the golden age of America. That's what we have to have. This is a magnificent victory for the American people that will allow us to make America great again. And in addition to having won the battleground states of North Carolina, I love these places, Georgia, Pennsylvania, and Wisconsin, we are now winning in Michigan, Arizona, Nevada, and Alaska, which would result in us carrying at least 315 electoral votes, but it's much easier doing what the networks did or whoever called it, because there was no other path. There was no other path to victory. We also have won the popular vote. That was great. Very proud of it. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Winning the popular vote was very nice, I will tell you. It's a great feeling of love. We have a great feeling of love in this very large room with unbelievable people standing by my side. These people have been incredible. They've made the journey with me, and we're going to make you very happy. We're going to make you very proud of your vote. I hope that you're going to be looking back someday and say that was one of the truly important moments of my life when I voted for this group of people beyond the president, this group of great people. America has given us an unprecedented and powerful mandate. We have taken back control of the Senate. Wow, that's good. And the Senate races in Montana, Nevada, Texas, Ohio, Michigan, Wisconsin, the great Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, were all won by the MAGA movement. They helped so much. And in those cases, every one of them, we worked with the senators. They were tough races, and I mean, the number of victories in the Senate was absolutely incredible. And we did tele-rallies. We did tele-rallies with each one of them, and sometimes we did 2 or 3 and it was amazing to look at all of those victories. Nobody expected that, nobody. So I just wanted to thank you very much for that. And you have some great senators and some great new senators. And it also looks like we'll be keeping control of the House of Representatives. And I want to thank Mike Johnson.
A tale of two counties. The county.
My mic is up. Is it actually? Or it's just very low. I have an improper setup.
Today we're taking you on a tour of Maxilla Dental. With over 25 years of experience, Maxilla Dental Group
Joe Town says, "Have you tried Dr. Pepper Zero Dark Berry?"
Is that better?
Not. I don't think I've ever heard about that. Is that a real thing?
Make my microphone louder. Recording.
Oh, yeah, it is a thing.
Hello, testing.
It has a picture of a dinosaur on the side, so I'm guessing it's not. Yeah, I'm 2022. I'm not gonna pay sneaker resale prices for a shoe. I mean, not for shoes. Sneaker resale prices for sneaker resale prices for sodas. Wait, is Tim Cool? No.
Hello. Can you hear me? Okay. I think that should be a little bit better. I boosted my microphone.
I don't know. Are they still going?
Is that any better? I think that's better. I can see that it's better. Okay. I should have done that a long time ago. The whole stream was like that. Shoot. Oh well. I don't want to edit. I was wearing these two, but like they started hurting my head. I'm just gonna leave that there, and hopefully that's good.
The only thing I'll say is that I do know that like the country that existed before tonight is the country that we have right now, and that's what matters. Is all the other stuff that isn't Donald Trump and which group.
Took me a while to like get what he meant.
And that's what we had on Tuesday, and it's what we have now on Wednesday morning.
And I would, and to that point, Chris, I would just say that for all the Americans who looked at this election.
You guys sound like dorks. I'm sorry. Okay. Rob Taylor says, "I'm the guy with the foreign wife. I just wanted to say thank you for being one of the good guys." And this. I am Korean, but I don't know what that is, so let's translate. See if he didn't call me a racial slur. Translate from Korean says, "Hello, Taiko." Is that mean? I don't know, but thank you for the super chat, Rob Taylor. Even if you're being mean to me. NG some guy says, "Thanks for the live Californians 12 to 9 shift. If I Google the results on my
Anyways, Baxter, how you doing? Welcome to the chat. And congrats to you as well. Epic win.
I got it. It still says Trump 267, Harris 224. They refuses to call Michigan, Wisconsin, Arizona, Nevada, and Alaska.
Is that zombie food? Why did you say ew? I didn't recognize you.
Despite the fact that she has 50,000 lead with only 70% reporting, so that's still definitely within striking distance. Yeah, every single state that I said was in striking distance, I think that he won. Yeah, so thank you. Oh, wait. If I Google the results, it goes to white screen, so I know they're pissed. I'll be ordering some tinfoil beanies soon. Appreciate that. I think we all need tinfoil beanies, and I think that's the way.
Why did he block me?
Tinfoil isn't. Tinfoil would be us dooming, saying, "Oh, we think the Democrats are gonna do some 3 a.m. messery or whatever." No. John S says, "Too big to rig, no doubts, no BS." Appreciate that. Dr. Pet says, "Trump Tower with its antenna is 6 feet tall, has an upside down triangle with terraces of 36 feet on the side." I mean, I love a conspiracy theory, but I don't know if I subscribe to that quite. Grasslands G saying, "Been streaming, jumping all night, but glad to be here for this moment." Yeah, somebody earlier in the chat said, "This feels like being in the same room as the moon landing." And kind of it is, because you look at this and it's like it's a very historic thing. Donald Trump went on stage and said things about how this is America, we're us taking back America. And it really does feel like that, because if you saw Elon Musk's appearance on the Joe Rogan podcast, it was very much him saying, you have to get out there and vote, or this might be the last time we ever vote ever. Like that was a very real fear that he like put out there to Joe Rogan's listeners. And it's almost like, yeah, the Democrats always say, "Oh, democracy's at stake, so you got to vote for the person we installed, not the person that you voted for." It seemed like it was them projecting, saying, "Hey, if you don't vote for Trump, I mean, if you vote for Trump, you still get democracy. But if you vote for Kamala Harris, then we just get to install whoever the fuck we want to install." And then this we now understand the pledge, just accept whoever it is. And then the idea that both Donald Trump, J.D. Vance, John Fetterman, the Democrat senator as well, and Elon Musk all went on Joe Rogan's podcast and reiterated the idea that if you allow Kamala Harris to get in office after having 4 years of open border policies, Joe Biden not having to run for re-election, you're going to give them amnesty and give citizenship to all these newcomers in our country, and you fly them to all these swing states, you essentially have a one-party leadership for the rest of America, and then that's it. Like, freedom's gone. Like, I would say we would start to see soft secession. Soft secession. We have Texas, Florida, like North Carolina, places like what is it? Not Michigan. What was the other state I was thinking about? Like Texas, Tennessee, and Kentucky. All these deep red areas saying, yeah, Kamala Harris might be the president right now, but if they say they want to break open our borders, like Governor Greg Abbott did with his, where he set up his own makeshift border and had his border patrol agents blocking the Department of Homeland Security. Am I getting it wrong? State troopers are blocking border patrol from coming into Texas. I might be getting that wrong, but just the idea that you're seeing soft secession at one point in time where we're not going to break apart the country, but just how like North Carolina was getting hit by Hurricane Milton, Joe Biden wasn't sending any assistance over there, and then you saw Florida, Governor Ron DeSantis send his National Guardsmen over there to help them recover. That's soft secession. Those are different. Those are independent governments operating independently from each other. FEMA and the federal government isn't helping out North Carolina, but Florida is. You're starting to see that, and it's like with Donald Trump winning tonight, I think we avoided all that. Is California going to talk about secession? Yeah, probably, but they're not going to do it because Donald Trump isn't going to start messing with the way they operate. Is Donald Trump going to provide require them to watermark ballots for next election? Probably, but I mean, how could they fight that by saying anything other than we plan on doing something suspect, we don't want our ballots watermarked? So I think, like Donald Trump said, if he's in office, he's like, he told Christians, you gotta get out the vote. We're gonna fix it later on, but you gotta get out the vote. It's like, yeah, the Democrats all, clutch their pearls saying Donald Trump is gonna cancel democracy, but it's like, no. They'll fix elections so we won't have any tomfoolery anymore. That's what's gonna happen. So thank you, BG, for the super chat saying, we did it, woo, USA, Copard liberals, thank you. Tata Goya says, I would pay anything to see the lady in green from 2016 melting down over Trump winning again. She might be Republican by now. I mean, I think that after going viral for that moment, we never saw what happened, how it impacted her day-to-day life. But I can definitely see her saying, like, I'm just gonna not be on the internet now. I know a lot of people that go viral. I don't know them, but it's like you hear about a lot of people going viral online for the wrong reasons, like that MFer is not real girl. She went viral, and then she shut down. Like, she deleted everything. Everybody was talking about her. Like, I always said that Hawk Tuah girl did everything that MFer was not real girl should have done. Where the Hawk Tuah girl had the top 5 podcasts on Spotify next to Joe Rogan and Candace Owens, and she just made a going down joke. She did it. But it's like, yeah, the girl lady in green went viral for wrong reasons. I think she's gonna disappear forever. Wartho says, nice decoy voice, long time New Zealand rapper here. Enjoy your channel and commentary. Yay for Trump victory. It's great for the Western world. Oh, 100% it's great for the Western world. Nathan N says, love you, decoy. I hope you're doing well. I'm a little tired. Back is hurting me. I've been standing. I've been sitting. Like I said, I was gonna take a 5-minute break every hour on top of the hour, like Pirate Software. He live streams 8 hours all the time. Seems to do fine. I took the one break to get my Caesar salad, and then never braked again since then. So I mean, obviously, I'm not like all those other live streamers. Live streaming's a very hard job, and I'm stressed out. And it's like, no, live streaming is the easiest fucking thing in the world. Good God, I'm sitting with my feet up in the air-conditioned room. This is easy. So yeah, no. Almost over 7 hours right now, but easy stuff. Freedom Bender says it's a season recap of Freedom and Fascism before the 3rd season. Okay, thank you. Michael Kitjen says, are you crying or just exhausted? Oh yeah, I saw your super chat earlier. No, I was just getting tired and love Donald Trump, but sometimes he can be a bit long-winded, so that was a thing. Drylis saying, make America healthy again. Yeah, if RFK is serious about making the ingredients like, what is it? I haven't been eating them. Crap, my bag is still open. They got
Hello, Common Ropes. Honestly, this was such a tough election for you. Lesser of two evils. Try better of two awesomes. Trump against any other candidate has your vote. Kamala against any other candidate has your vote. Really? This was such a tough election for you. You really loved both candidates. Aw, well then, you know what? That's actually better than disliking both candidates, to be honest. So, ambivalent bastard, how's it going? Hello, friends. Fallout ended with New Vegas. How's it going? Make America great again. Woo!
This is amazing.
And then Canada, and hopefully the rest of the world. Hopefully it'll like trickle down.
Ingredients list would be like half, if not third. And so, if Elon Musk
so this ZF person was a friend of mine for a while, and he just came in here, said ew, and blocked me. So like, this is exactly why I realized that the left is wrong, because like they are so like black and white, and if you don't agree with them, like they're not your friend. You know, like it's so. Like, can't you agree to disagree? Like, all right, whatever. Like, clearly you're not a real friend if it takes. You know, like if I don't know, it's just like. I don't care if you're voting for the other side. I'm not even voting. I'm a Canadian. You know, but I just want what's best for Canada, and I think Trump is better for Canada than Kamala. So, hi Fairlight! And there's nothing wrong with saying that, and it's, and like, the fact that people think that they should block you for having a different opinion, it's just like, I've never encountered that until like this. Like, they're so brainwashed. I'm sorry, but like, you really believe all, like, you believe everything they're saying about Trump? Give me a freaking break. He's not banning abortions. That is not a thing. He never said he's gonna do that. He's not gonna do that. Just stretching my leg. What else did she say he was gonna do? He's not Hitler, obviously. Like, that's like, where do you get that? One of the questions in Wayne County has been about the Arab American vote, has been about the Muslim American vote, the issue of the Gaza war. Was that going to take a toll on Harris's political standing? We're seeing from like Dearborn, Michigan, some of the reports coming in there about what's happening in Dearborn. Harris underperforming potentially significantly there. But otherwise, when you look at Michigan,
there's no way he's still going. There's no way. It's hilarious, but I mean,
they're still going. No way.
CNN still complaining.
What are the 3 Ps?
Oh, okay. Maybe you guys went to ads. Is Fox News loading, or are they done?
Fox News wouldn't be able to perform. That's why they didn't put her into a lot of cross-examination interviews. But look, I think it's going to be hard for her to kind of resurrect herself. But I think, you know, if the media tries to make the identity argument here that this was about gender or race.
Okay.
Third one though, not remember. I like that.
Green hairs lose. Hello, Digital Bennett. How's it going? Green hairs lose. I'm not sure what that means.
Oh yeah, they cut it. They're done. They're done for the night. Okay. Good run, guys. Good run. But okay. Thank you, Redonk. That Charlie Day clip was good because that's how crazy they are right now. Alex says, and I thought I was crazy. It's nuts. V-More, thank you for being here for 2 years. Wow, I'm glad that you've been a channel member for 2 years and you got that golden eagle duckling. Saying, I finally ascended to the level of Super Duck Saiyan. You know what? That's what I'll call it. It's Super Saiyan Duck. Maybe I'll give him some feathers on the top of his head to make him go in Super Saiyan. That's probably a better look for him. Noe Chaval says, I am so very tempted to wear a MAGA hat to lecture tomorrow. Unfortunately, I might get something to me. Yeah, that's the thing is, what? Who was there was a guy who was out there. Andrew Schultz, he's a comedian. He was like, yeah, I love it when I find white, because he's from New York, and he was like, I love it when I see white guys wearing the Donald Trump Make America Great Again hat, because he was like, it's the white guy version of the teardrop tattoo of saying like, oh yeah, like I don't give a fuck, like I do whatever I want, and I'm like, that's hilarious. I think we lagged out again. God damn it. Let me get to the super chats again. Like, this is crazy how many times this broke down, and you guys have been donating so much money. I don't want to skip any super chats, even though it's like, I don't even know, even if you're in the West Coast, it's like 12:30 right now. Crazy. Oh, we have 8,000 live stream viewers right now. The election's over, guys. Everybody's got to go to sleep. I'm just
It's funny because my viewership went up after.
You're East Coast, so this is, what is it, 3 a.m.? I guess everybody's trying to wait for that that ballot dump. Where is the ballot dump? Let's see.
My lipstick is effing fire. Thank you. It's not real.
They don't want to call it. What is it? Michigan 70% reporting.
Like the color is not real.
Wisconsin,
the actual color
he's up by
is
200,000, 92% recording. He's won Wisconsin. Arizona, he's up by 50,000.
Just like
recording. Nevada,
more
81%.
natural.
Nevada all of a sudden can count votes really fast.
And then the
fuck's going
filter
on with
adds
that,
like
man?
glitter and then has different colors. So
It's
I don't have a red
recording.
lipstick,
Yeah, it's crazy.
so
the
that's
quartering,
why
the
I'm
super
using
huge
this.
super chat. That's amazing. The quartering's
But
been a channel member for
thank
over
you,
6
Digital.
months. Yo,
Slowly
props to the
fading
quartering,
away.
getting,
Fairly.
Melanie Mack.
Goodbye.
Sticks,
Good
Hacks, and
night.
Hammer,
Thank you so much for
Hannah
hanging
Claire.
out.
Like, I
Have
was
a
even
great
trying to
night.
get Hannah Claire on my show too. But yeah, no.
AI strikes again.
Super chat and also being a channel member.
It's not really
I know
AI.
I
It's just a
most
filter.
Recently became a member of
It doesn't
his
have any
page,
intelligence.
thequartering.com. But yeah, no, it's crazy. So thank you for.
Aw,
the
thank
super
you,
chat.
thank you, Digital.
But,
I
yeah, I'm just
appreciate
getting through
that.
My super chats to like they say thank you to everybody. Is this gonna be an 8-hour stream with just one like 5-minute break? That's nuts. But I'm glad you're watching the show because I know you're East Coast time, so that's nuts. See, this is the crazy thing is these super chats. I didn't see them earlier. I hate this.
That's what I'm saying. Okay, he's not watching it anymore, so.
Oh, I need to let everyone know that I'm live. Let me do that.
Oh, it's over. Okay, okay. He went. Okay, so this is the last guy who's live, it looks like. Jesus is still live.
Still more information. For example, Wisconsin.
Is he still like wondering?
Let me give it Wisconsin and Michigan at the same time.
Not sure what he's doing.
Thank you for the donations, but it's like some of them I haven't seen. That's ridiculous. Dryless saying let's go. Thank you.
Well, that's that, guys. What do we do now?
Says, a sparkle of hope. The Marxists can be stopped. Long live freedom. Kudos from Germany. Yeah, hopefully you guys get things under control over there as
Now
well.
it's
but,
time to
this
fight
is a good
for.
start.
Now it's time to switch over to Canadian
Dino
politics.
Clark says, greetings from early morning in the UK.
How are
As
we
Harry
going
Sisson
to
burst into
build
tears
up
yet.
the People's
Here's
Party
the
of
thing is, I think
Canada?
everybody makes fun of him, but honestly, I just think like Harry Sisson or whatever it is, he's just like anybody playing a character, but he's playing a character on social media. Maybe he's that pathetic, but honestly, to me, I kind of think that someone's paying him like a 6-figure income to post like that. Like, you've seen that he is getting some sort of income for somebody that gets money somewhat directed from the Democrats, but I think he's just playing a character. I think that he's getting paid very handsomely to spew off that Democrat nonsense, and a lot of people, myself included, if I could see myself, 19 years old, in college, and I had an option to work at, I worked at a Chinese food restaurant, and I worked at a Burger Shack. I would go to school Monday through Thursday in college. Then from Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I would work the closing shift at the Chinese food restaurant, and then it was in Santa Monica Chinese food restaurant. Then I'd jet over to the Burger Shack in
What
Culver
is
City,
this guy
and
talking
it was just
about?
from 5 to 1 Chinese food.
Excuse me.
From 2:30 to like 10 in the morning. Burger Shack. I was like overnight cleaning person, right? That was, I called it the gauntlet. It was very hard on my mental. I was like, oh my god, I'm working so much. Like this is crazy. But I remember working those 2 jobs.
What is this guy looking up? Is he still wondering is he still wondering who won? Is 51.2 to 47 Trump in the lead?
I like stressing ChatGPT a bit. You know, I'm not afraid of.
He's watching CNN, so maybe he's still behind.
The AI.
Excuse me, I don't know. I'm gonna tell them Trump won, y'all. In case they don't know.
Yeah, this is unlikely. This is basically already set in stone. It's like what is how do you say that this is already called? You have the total amount of votes, okay? The polls close at 10 p.m. was the latest at Pennsylvania. You know that was the most complicated state. It's in my understanding.
Wasn't Pennsylvania?
And
Isn't Pennsylvania
you know
always
what
like
has been counted so
the
far,
more complicated state?
and you know what is the distribution of both candidates alongside. You know that's not gonna change dramatically. This is not 2020. That's not gonna do the thing. You know. And since it's not going to change dramatically, you already know what the remaining votes in every state are going to be. You know, what is going to be the result, unless you have a magical truck with a lot of mail-in ballots appear out of nowhere, which is of course which would send the country in a total civil war. The numbers already confirm it, but you know how it is. I want to see it. I want to see it signed into confirm.
Let me refresh my chat.
Something official. It's not that I don't
Stupid guy.
believe. It's that I come from Venezuela. We need to see a paper, and sometimes not even when you see a paper, you can be sure about things. Who signed this paper? Who is responsible for signing this paper? Is it legit? Is it a real thing? Indian PM Narendra Modi congratulates Trump on his victory. Heartiest congratulations, my friend Donald Trump, on your historic election victory. As you build on the successes of your previous term, I look forward to renewing our collaboration to further strengthen the India-US comprehensive global and strategic partnership. So amazing. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, we ran 80,000 election simulations and women are pissed off and well organized in every one of them. Can anybody check on Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez right now? We should check on her. Is she okay? Is she doing okay? Shocker. CNN says that Trump won because of racism. Dan Jones called Trump a fool and
it's
an ass.
because
so glad those stupid
Everything's gone to
MFs are
shit
becoming
under Biden
irrelevant.
and
Oh my
Harris.
God,
Like, that's just
Let's be
facts.
honest about this, okay? Let's be absolutely blunt about it. There were appeals to racism in this campaign, and there is racial bias in this country, and there is
Are you
sexism in this
fucking
country.
kidding me?
And anybody who
Kamala?
thinks that that did not in any way impact
Kamala appropriated the fuck out of cultures, okay?
the outcome of this
What the fuck
race
is this
is
guy
wrong.
talking about?
Can you imagine a woman of color acting like Donald Trump acted, even for one day?
Could you imagine acting? Could you imagine a woman of color acting the way Kamala acted?
Stuff that he said, the kinds of things that he did,
Seriously.
the way that he
So-
would insult people.
Like, why
If you're
are
a
they
person of color, you
still
don't feel you have that freedom.
trying?
You feel like you really are somewhat constrained. You're always
See,
putting
look at
something
his
in the back
face.
of
Even
your
he
mind,
agrees
like,
with me. Like, they're full of
Insult
shit.
people, you piece of shit. You're the ones calling us garbage. You're the ones calling us deplorables, irredeemables. What was the other word? Yeah, all that. Nazis.
How am I going to be perceived? And also, if I say this, will they think that all black people are this way or all women are this way? So there's a license.
These guys
that
are
he
the most
had
racist.
to
That's
just
all they're
be
ever
a
fucking talking
fool,
about.
just to be an obnoxious ass to everyone. And for people go, well,
That's why they voted him in.
Fuck
because
off.
he's an obnoxious asset.
Just
Okay.
fuck off.
Makes sense.
Man. It's gonna be the meltdown. The meltdown. This is this is
It's a meltdown.
yeah, deplorables, Nazis, fascists, everything. This has been wow. They need to read Harris' book. You need to read Harris' book. For real. For real.
Okay.
We are not eating Z-Vogs. They are not eating Z-Vogs.
I hope this guy's going down.
We
Screw
will
this
not
guy.
eat Z-Vogs. Nine.
We will not get the right.
Where this comeback? Here's a
I
good
didn't mean
piece
it
of
in a-
advice
in a
for
bad
any
way.
politician.
I-
When an
I
American
didn't mean-
says
I-
Christ
I
is
meant
king,
in a
don't tell
way.
them they're at the wrong rally. Yeah, Jesus is Lord.
Exposing the
Jesus is
truth kind
Lord.
of way.
See, oh, I wanted to say this.
Oh, this is good. Oh, this is good.
I'm gonna put the volume down because I know that this is copyrighted music, but it is still.
This
It's
is
so.
good.
Oh my God, I'm so
People
cruel.
crying.
I'm so cruel. This was from 2016.
Oh, damn! I thought it was
Oh my
now.
God. Why am?
But there's nobody
why am
freaking
I
live
like
watching
this?
Harris. Or
Why
watching,
am I like this?
there's nobody.
Schadenfreude, they
Democrats
call
aren't
this,
live. Like, they didn't
you
go
know,
live to watch.
enjoying others'
this is good.
misfortune. Well deserved, you fuckers.
I'm not going as
Oh
far as
God.
this guy.
Oh, I am not being professional. I don't know. What the hell? I've been.
I'm actually surprised. I've
been
never heard him speak
7
like
hours
this.
here. Of yours. Oh my God. This is 2016 all over again. This is 2016 all over again. I love that
But I
this
think it's gonna
lunatic was
be.
wrong.
Hopefully, it's gonna be better, even better than this.
This is just, I refuse to believe that. So I'm very encouraged. I'm very comfortable with my prediction.
Wow, your predictions were wrong. Your predictions were wrong. Your predictions were wrong.
We're going to win. Okay, this is not the country I live in. This is just, I refuse to believe that. So I'm very encouraged. I'm very comfortable with my prediction.
Well, your predictions were
I
wrong.
actually had a really
Oh, but
strong
why
feeling
you
that
try
Trump
to
was gonna
play
win.
again?
Actually went and
And
clicked
it's
onto
weird.
something and they had
I
to.
feel like people outside of the U.S. have almost like more of a kind of, I wouldn't say a better understanding of what's going on in the U.S., but like it's different because when you live in a country that, you know, you're targeted by that country's propaganda. And then when you're not targeted by that country's propaganda and you actually listen to people who, you know, like live in the States and all that kind of stuff, you know, you learn a thing or two of what's really going on.
Go through some rigmarole. Tell the truth on both.
Oh, you're. Oh my God, the meltdown. The meltdown is gonna be this guy. This guy. This is from Miguel Llenas. I'm going to translate it for easier. Today, the man who sank the USA both within the nation itself and in the eyes of the nations of the world dies doctrinally. Barack Obama is the biggest loser tonight, even if he and his DNC would have stolen the election from Trump in 2020. I believe that a large majority of Democrats are realizing that their identity and gender approach to politics has less appeal when faced not only with foreign policy issues, but also with economic issues vital to the well-being of their nation. And this is something that I want to address. I never addressed that on my earlier live. They were all hell-bent speaking about abortion and women's right to choose. And I say there's so many. I want to ask you this question. I want to legitimately ask this question. If there are so many ways, so many contraceptives, you know, if you don't want to get pregnant, there's so many ways to prevent getting pregnant. Why do you have to make abortion, like use abortion as a contraceptive? No. This is something that it's something that is baffling to me. So you made your campaign about killing babies instead about the economy. And instead about what will you do different from Joe Biden, nothing comes to mind. You thought that was going to go well. You really thought. Okay, let's put Kamala Harris. And Kamala Harris, up until the very end, she couldn't do anything besides reading the teleprompter, remembering lines.
Hey, Chris, how's it going?
And those lines in the teleprompter were just rehearsed, and you saw those videos when she was just
My
repeating
God.
the same thing over and over again.
I'm more of a
In
Maha.
this populist way,
Maha
against
girl.
Donald Trump, against Donald Trump, against Donald Trump. It was against
No,
Donald Trump all
honestly.
the time. It was not substance. No
With
substance
wanting to make your
whatsoever.
country great.
With no substance to it. Oh, yes. Oh, my astrology girlies are winning. This is holistic mystic Sage Lansley. I don't see anything. This was from July 22nd. From July 22nd. I don't see anything significant happening in Kamala Harris' chart that would lead me to believe that she would win the election. It seems like her peak has already passed. Oh my God, that was all the way back to July 22nd. In Cernovich, 2 minutes ago, we have good people facing false charges in blue states for the stolen electors lawfare theory. Never used before. Department of Justice must be used to take control. The Supremacy Clause gives Trump the power to enforce the 14th Amendment rights of the wrongfully accused. The fight starts now. Geiger Capital, can't sleep. This was a Modern Day 1980 landslide. Incredible to see it play out exactly as I mapped it. Ringing indictment on what the Democratic Party has become, delivered by all Americans. And Dan Wooten, this is from the UK media. Rod Stewart's apology tour after pledging to bet £100,000 on Kamala victory gets more unhinged by the minute. He now says,
it's all turned out to be wrong, completely wrong. I don't think, though, that I was fundamentally wrong.
Pelosi said, don't bring the... I think there'll be, like, they're going to get rid of sanctuary cities. Like, there's no reason why you should have incidents like Lake and Riley where, to my understanding, they had detained him in another city before for committing crimes, but then since there was like a stay away order, they couldn't deport him. I think that you can start deporting people just like how in Texas they gave their state troopers the ability to start enforcing immigration, because like in California you see these boats landing in Newport Beach and in Malibu Beach and San Diego, and you see the local sheriffs and local police officers there, but they can't do anything to stop it because they can't enforce the border laws. I think that starts being changed where they can start deporting whenever they can. But who knows? Matt Cisco says things get hectic. Kamala ran, Trump fights. Yeah, that's crazy. She just did nothing. You can't reward that with.
She didn't even
votes
go live
if she doesn't
with
go
her
on
party.
Joe Rogan. The simplest thing ever, but yeah, you can't reward that. Joshua Guzman says, "We did it, guys. We won. Thank you, Decoy Voice. Thank you, America. Love from Sacramento. Thank you, all the way from Sacramento. You're in a deep blue area, but you're watching me at friggin' 12:40 in the morning. So I appreciate that.
3:40 a.m. over
for the super
here.
chat. Thank you." And Rick Carey saying, "UK guy here. Very
Speaking
happy
of
for you
which,
guys.
I
Save
think
us here,
that I'm gonna have
please."
to end my
Trump.
stream. It is
Hopefully
very
he
late,
does.
and I need
Hopefully
to
he
go to
gets
bed.
on everybody on the international
so, yeah.
scale, and hopefully.
Happy Trump Day. Happy election night. And good luck.
Vladimir Zelensky, congratulations to Donald Trump on his impressive election victory.
Good luck and much love to everyone out there, even to Zombie Food, who decided to block me after we were friends for a good chunk of time. Yeah, that's exactly the reason why I decided. I'm not even right wing, like I'm centrist. I always been centrist, but like only like lefties unfriend you for your political views, and it's very annoying. It's like you're not friends if that's how easily you unfriend people. Like, so all the fake ass people are showing their true colors during this election. So that's another thing I learned. And yeah, but if anyone wants to be my friend again, who decided not to be my friend, I'll be here, and I'll, even though I blocked him or banned him, but there are ways to reach out if he wants to. But anyway, whatever, doesn't matter. Maybe someday I'll get my friends back, my leftoid friends back. Maybe someday they'll realize and come to the center where it's good to be balanced. Anyways, let's find somebody to raid. What is Alice Mingold saying about everything?
Give it back. Ask for a refund. Because there were a lot of things that you should have learned in school, and they didn't teach them to you. You never got one. Yeah, I guess so, right? Slavery was much, much worse. Yeah, it's actually crazy. People have no idea how bad it was. I find it to be very sad that people... I think it's very sad that people... There's a lot of movies. I think that movies do like a good job, like, things like 12 Years a Slave, Django Unchained.
We're just wondering if you could squeeze this
All right.
in.
I'm sorry, we're books out.
Hi, guys.
I think we're gonna raid Bram Domino Effect. He's pretty cool.
But can't let you in on a little secret. Oh, you could have skipped all of this.
Just waiting for him to come back. Where is this guy? Oh, I hear him. I hear him saying something, or is that the TV? Where's this guy? Oh, bit right. Hubert, you're getting banned in every chat. Well, then you must be misbehaving then. Where is this guy? Who's alive? Gosh, so many ads.
Interaction. So I started my YouTube channel talking about body language, and I will still talk about body language. It's something that fascinates me, and you know that. I show it when I have done those 2-hour analysis or live analysis. But at some point I said, okay, I cannot just sit there waiting for nice topics or nice videos to analyze, because for many ways it's the topic itself that helps the analysis be good, and if you are familiar with the topic as well. So I'm not gonna deny, from 2 years up to this point, I said it would be great to have a channel with my own name.
Andrew Joro says, "Hey, Nevada hasn't been called yet, but we're flipping cars in victory and throwing down hundreds of roulette in Nevada. Cool. I mean, I got a trip down to Vegas. I gotta go. We about to ball out, guys." Snake Plissken says, "So our time is now. Come back to headquarters in Trump Tower, New York. Got to get the Democrats out of the city. I mean, New York was deep blue. They're gonna be deep blue. They're gonna stay deep blue. You get what you vote for, guys." Warpath official band YouTube page says, "Hey, Decoy Voice, huge fan here. Have you checked out AI band Warpath? I made this video as a tribute to your awesome work. Warpath, unemployed behavior, Decoy Voice official music video." Okay, I usually don't look up stuff because I don't like links and I just don't trust stuff. Warpath.
Anyone else having a meltdown? I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to wait. I'm so stressed. How you can't look out into the world, into the people of this country and see what's happening. And how hard we're all fighting for rights not to be taken away from people. I go from hysterically crying 1 minute over the pain.
You're brainwashed. Biden spoke.
My fellow Americans and autists who voted for Trump, it's your boy Dank Brandon here.
Oh, it's an
I want
AI.
to take a moment to congratulate the DNC on losing another election to Donald Trump. You replaced me with a candidate who has the same likability as Greasy Hobo Taint expected to win.
Greasy
And
Hobo
they say I'm the
Taint?
retarded
Oh my
one.
god.
The Democrats said that I was too old,
wow.
that I was too slow, that I was a joke.
I didn't
Well,
mean
here's a
that
joke for you. What do Willie
as a
Brown and the
visual.
2024 presidential election have in common? Kamala Harris blew both of them. I shouldn't have said that. But seriously, I mean, first Hillary loses to Donald and now Kamala. This man has beaten more women than Doug Emhoff. Anyways, congrats on losing to Hitler again. I hope he locked you all up this time. Thank Brandon out. My fellow Americans and autists who voted for Trump.
What was the year? 2020? Huh? Election denial?
Has not been called yet. We do not know who the winner is, but it is pointing in one direction. And it's not final, but I just wanted to say that America failed women tonight.
I disagree.
Primarily. Trump has insulted women,
Big deal.
berated them, has been found liable.
He's still gonna be a
in
better
court
president. Big
for
fucking deal.
Assaulting.
No, he what?
And he took women's reproductive rights away.
No, he's not.
And
Oh my!
instead of
When did he
standing
do that?
Up to that, people voted for it.
Yeah, because you're
And,
fucking brainwashed.
We failed our daughters, our mothers, our sisters, our wives.
You're like 15 years old, kid.
Tonight.
All right, next. Oh, I like Lady Maga. Yep. Look. All these, all the Diddy party attendees. America Rejected, Beyonce, Lady Gaga, Katy Perry, Megan Thee Stallion, John Legend, Oprah Winfrey, Barack Obama, Michelle Obama, Bill Clinton, Hillary Clinton, Usher, Taylor Swift, George Clooney, Ariana Grande, Jamie Lee Curtis, will.i.am. Also, was it LeBron James, the more recent guy that endorsed Kamala? Was it? Or am I getting him mixed up with someone else? No, I don't think it was LeBron. It was... What's that guy's name? Anyway, the list continues, but... I heard she's conceded, so I don't know. Yes, let's don't know if I don't know if I trust Paulo. I definitely don't trust Trudeau or the NDP. But like, and Pierre seems promising, but I don't know. Like, I just want to question everything. I want to root for like an independent, you know. See, I did say voting for Kamala is like voting for Justin Trudeau. Okay, I'm liking this, but I haven't seen, well, I've seen some. I've only seen the one first woman. Anyways.
They can't accept that things might roll their way. And I wonder what your degree of nauseousness is right now, and nervousness, but also, you know, it's
LeBron.
the night and the wee hours and the next day. Is that they can't accept?
Okay. So I was right.
And I wonder what your degree
Thank you. I appreciate it.
nauseousness is right now, and nervousness, but also, you know, if this goes into the night and the wee hours of the next day.
I like what he says here. Happy Election Day, America. I hope you win. Cheers. You know what he means. Are you ready for some pipelines? Here we go. I don't know. I'm not educated on pipelines, to be honest, so staying out of that for now. Hammer of Justice. Haha. Voted for the first time for his dad. Oh, it's Byron. I literally lost everything I own in a house fire I never recovered from. You do it and see how you effing feel in this economy. No, because you used to have values, now you only care about the money. I don't think anyone understands how happy I am. I don't have to look at this guy every day. Oh my gosh. Such a true statement. I mean, I wouldn't have to look at him every day because I live in Canada, but like I have to see him a lot and I don't want to. This is the first time the Simpsons were wrong. Don't worry, Heather, he won't. He won the popular vote to democracy. Yeah, right? The traitors and pedos are going to prison, hopefully. TikTok, mother effers, hell yeah. Excuse me, gone are the days of winter coats at Halloween. What? One warm Halloween, and this madman uses it to push climate nonsense. I can't even look at this idiot. He lost 4 million followers. Alright, I have to go to sleep, guys. And Brandomino, I don't know if he ever... Like... Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? want to raid this guy, but he's not even like sitting. He's not even at his camera. He hasn't been for like 15 minutes or more. So what we're gonna do is we are gonna raid Sophie Quests. Sophie is awesome, and she's playing Age of Mythology, which is an awesome game. So let's go ahead and move over to some gaming content. Please send Sophie lots of love, lots of hype. Have I heard? Oh, Rich, thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate it. Oh, Hubert, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate the follow. Go Trump, hell yeah. Dusty Watches, how's it going? Have I heard? I didn't even know Lil Pump. I don't. Okay, hold on. I said, hold on. Little Pump. Who? I don't know who that is. I'm so sorry. But why do I feel like Lil? Wasn't somebody just talking about it? And now I'm confused. But no, the answer is no. I haven't heard it. Alright guys, we are gonna raid Sophie Quests. She is playing Age of Mythology, and yes, hopefully I will be live again soon, and with more lighthearted content slash hopefully some gaming content, and probably some Canadian politics, but probably closer to an election and not so much when there isn't an election going on. So anyways, yes, thanks again so much, and I hope you all have an amazing night. Thank you, It Factor Scott, so much for the tier 1 sub, and thank you for 63 months, and thank you as well so much for the 5 gift subs to the community. I really appreciate it. And yes, Rich and Hubert, thank you so much again for the follows. I will see you guys next time. Bye bye. Thanks guys.